Okay, it looks like we are live. Welcome on in, folks. Hopefully y'all's Monday was good. Welcome on in, Icy. Welcome on in, Sprint Lord. Welcome on Ink Debio. Hopefully y'all have had good days today. Going to be able to chill tonight as I plan on doing. Again, I don't know if my voice is going to be like super significantly different than from before, but I am having like dumb drainage sinus issues, so probably sound at least a tad bit different. Anyways, before we get started, I did want to talk a little bit about the trip, since some people kind of probably curious where I was. I just didn't want to like tell people up front where I was, and then that like get to somebody and then have like a weird situation come up. Oh, hello, Dan. Hello, tier 3 for 63 months. You're freaking insane still, but welcome on in. Let me go ahead and snooze this ad here so that way I will not be interrupted while I'm talking about this. So, Dan, again, just appreciate you in general coming by. Hopefully you've been well, but also appreciate the sub, especially at tier 3. Hopefully you enjoy those extra emotes. Since just about like I think you probably are the only other person who gets to use them besides me. But regardless, I will switch on over to the desktop. Just because I do have Monster Hunter here. But I also have a cool little image. So I'm going to have this music going on in the background. I should have had like this specific image here earlier. Specifically for just showing stuff on stream, because I feel like I'm always very impromptu. How's the camera convention? I'm about to talk about it, Yellow. Welcome on in. I'm gonna be blabbing for a bit. So, for those of y'all curious, where I was this past week/weekend was going to Universal Orlando, Florida. And I enjoyed a trip because as of recent, they had the opening of Epic Universe, which was their brand new park. And guess what little fellow that I had, what is it, indentured servitude to, also happens to have a whole park there. Mr. Super Mario himself. So, finishing my second dinner. Okay. I was about to say, yeah, you mentioned second dinner. What? We'll be having on a few minutes. Oh, cool. Yeah, we'll just be joining the Flexer as per usual, so nothing too complicated, I don't think. So, I got to enjoy 4 days. Well, Yeah, basically 4 days. We had 5 days off, because we had to make the trip down. It was basically all travel that day, but then we got to the hotel and we were just able to relax a little bit. But what was it? Wednesday, Thursday, we went to Epic, which was the new park, and we enjoyed our time there. We did basically just about everything. There was a lot that we skipped out on, just because, like, in terms of water rides and stuff, didn't really prepare any clothing for that, so I wasn't, like, super eager to go on it. But I would say probably most of the big, like, most of the big stuff that, like, you would want to go on, I was able to do. But my main objective, of course, was going to Super Nintendo World and enjoying all the stuff there, and the Donkey Kong Country extension, because they had their own ride there. I think it's called Minecart Mayhem or something. But that ride was super cool. Afraid to get wet. Yeah, afraid to get wet. No, because on Saturday, which was our last day in the park, I went on the Jurassic Park adventure. What is it called? Adventure tour? Adventure raft? I think. Whatever it's called. I ended up going on that, and that's the one where you go down a giant sloped hill, like at the end, basically like borderline a waterfall, and then you just get a giant splash at the end. I did get to dodge most of that though. I did not get absolutely drenched, even though I definitely still got a little bit soaked. It was one point where my hair obviously got wet, and my parents didn't tell me, like, half the day that I just had a piece of hair that was sticking up to the left side of my head, and I didn't see it until I was, like, looking at a shadow. And so I was just like, so y'all just, like, let that happen this entire time? They said, yeah. Like, dude, it's stupid. Yo, JD, welcome on in. Nintendo World is on my list. It was excellent. Like, I'm sure I'll be talking about it here for a little bit. I don't want to, like, yap for too long, but I did want to at least give a good piece about it. Anime Calic, not really. It just looked bad. Seems cool, but overpriced. I will be honest, it was fine. When it comes to other theme parks and stuff, Disney's, like, way more expensive. Like, way more expensive. I think the average family can probably plan for a Universal trip without breaking the bank, at least in my opinion. And water, yeah, plus glasses do that mix. I mean, I was able to make it work, but yeah, my glasses were a little bit soaked because basically from, like, my chest up, I got wet, but thankfully I did not get hit anywhere beneath that for the most part, except for maybe, like, a few, like, random splashes here and there. You should come to Brazil. You know, I appreciate the offer, but I think I'll skip on that. So, Super Nintendo World, I will just talk about that one. So, well, okay, let me go over the other ones really quick. The first one I'll go over is Dark Universe, which is all about, like, the monsters of Universal. Basically, like, I don't know, Frankenstein, werewolf, Dracula, yada yada. It is the most underrated part of the park because, honestly, the rides there are pretty good. The werewolf roller coaster is not that bad. It spins, which is fun. And then there was Monsters Unleashed or Unchained, I think, which is like a Frankenstein ride. It is hard to explain unless you've ridden other rides at Universal that are like it. Harry Potter Forbidden Journey is, like, the closest comparison. You basically sit on, like, you basically sit in a chair of, like, 4 people, and then, like, it lifts and then takes you to other parts of the ride, which basically have animatronics or, like, a screen for you to watch, and you're just, like, flying around basically. It doesn't sound as exciting as I make it seem, but it is kind of neat, and it wasn't, like, too scary or anything like that. So I think kiddos would get a good chuckle out of it too, would enjoy the time. Are we seeing any picks? Yes, you will definitely get at least one pick of the merch, the haul. Born OnlyFans was dropping. I'm sorry, I still have that private right now, so How many gift subs for butt pics? I can't answer that. I don't want to give you an answer or else it might actually come to fruition. So you know what? Just hold on to your money, all right? So yeah, Dark Universe, honestly, really cool. The wait times for those were never longer than like 30 minutes, and it was for, well, two reasons. One, I don't think most people are very invested in seeing like something as generic and kind of old-fashioned as like Frankenstein and stuff like that. So I don't know if there's like a little hype that people have going for that park, and then it's also at like the furthest back corner of the parks. So I also think that there's not very much reason for people to go back that way. Still though, honestly, like a unsung hero of that trip. The next one is the Harry Potter World, which is basically the Ministry of Magic. I don't know if any of y'all really care for Harry Potter stuff. I like it okay. I grew up with it. I'm not like a super big Harry Potter fan, but I enjoy the movies and I have at least some recollection of what happened. The Battle on the Ministry ride was good. I don't know if it's my favorite Harry Potter ride, though. I think that of the ones that they honestly have, like, it's probably, like, next to last on my list. I mean, it is good. It's just not, it's not amazing, I guess. But anyways, my first paycheck when I become a doctor will be your picks. All right, brother. I will make sure I've got the 4K camera ready when that happens. It's still really good, although it was one of those rides that is probably like the most sought after in the new Epic Park. And so very frequently you would see it with like a 2-hour and 30-minute wait time. So what we did is we woke up extremely early on Thursday morning, got early park admission, waited until the ride was open, and then just was like one of the first people to ride it. So our line didn't take us more than like 15 minutes. And yeah, it was it was very nice to have done that because again, we did not have to wait like 2 hours for a single ride. I will say the best thing about the Harry Potter parts of the parks are always like the animatronics and a lot of the specific world building things they have. They just decorate those parks so well. And that is definitely true for the Ministry as well. I don't really think there was anything else there. There was like a circus show you could watch, but I didn't go do that. And from what I was told by people, it's like, it's just good. It's pretty okay. Next is Islands of Berk, which is How to Train Your Dragon. Honestly, like, okay. I think that this was probably the park, like in my tier of parks, this was probably my second favorite park. And it honestly wasn't because of the rides, and it was because of the actual, and the same as Harry Potter, the park itself. Like, they just decorated it extremely well. There's a, like, lake that just covers the entire thing, kind of making you feel like you're on an island. A bunch of, like, giant sort of, like, statues in the center just rising out of it. And yeah, just all, like, looking completely wooden. Of course it's not. It's just, you know, all, what is that, fall? Just fake. But it had like an extremely good vibe to it and kind of made you feel like you were stepping into the world of How to Train Your Dragon, aka Berk. They had a bunch of different things to do there, but honestly, I only did one of the things, was for the roller coaster. The roller coaster probably was going to be the best part of that park anyways, so I do not regret only doing that. One of them was basically a like a glider thing. Like, you almost are put on like a carousel, but then it rides up into the air, and then you're able to like swivel on something and go like 180 degrees. I wasn't going to be a fan of that anyways, but Flying Battery Zone, Sonic Mania. Yeah, that's what it is, JD. This song goes freaking hard. Sonic Mania's soundtrack in general is amazing. Also, Empress, welcome on in. The show is great. What do you mean? My mom said it was just okay, and she's like the bigger Harry Potter fan, so I will definitely take her word for it. Beyond that, at Burke. There was also a meet and greet with Toothless. I did not do that. The animatronic from videos I'd seen looked really good, but I wasn't really going to go out of my way and wait to see that when there were other like rides I wanted to do. So if there was probably one thing that I would have liked to have done before our time at Epic ended, I think that would have been nice, but I really don't regret it. And then the last thing that was there was a water ride where you're basically in a raft and you have to shoot a bunch of targets to put out fires. And it does seem like you'd get really wet there. And I didn't want to do that. So I just skipped. I didn't want to do that. It's okay to say you were scared of Toothless. No, I did the raptor encounter at, what is it, Jurassic Park, and that was scarier. I would know. So, should have known wanting to... Bro, what are you talking about? Dad! Is this the frickin' date a Harry Potter fan? How is this related? But a little bit too late for me. Nah, man, don't worry about it. I understand time zone difference is going to be a killer. And of course, I'm going to be yapping probably for at least another 10 minutes here. But do appreciate you, dude. Hopefully you have a good rest of your night and take care. Hopefully you're doing well, and I'll see you around next time. So that's pretty much it for Burke. And I think that was probably the second best part of the park. So then there's the kind of like, I won't even say wrench, but just the one part of the park that doesn't really make much sense to me, and it's called Celestial Park. And it has two rides to my recollection, and that's the Celestial Carousel and Celestial Racers, or Stardust Racers, I think that's what it's called. The Celestial Carousel, I did not see anything of. I was told by Empress and Mr. Josh that it was very cool, so I will take their word for it. And then the actual roller coaster itself was very scary. I did go on it, but oh my god, I felt like that was probably the closest I've ever felt like dying on a roller coaster, because my freaking butt left the seat like 5 or 6 times in the midst of that roller coaster. So, yeah, I did not want to go on it again. I am glad that I did give it the one attempt, but it is just one of those roller coasters that does not slow down. So you go up a hill or you take a corkscrew or something, you are not slowing down. You are just going straight through. And so you are carrying all of that momentum. Yeah, I mean, again, it's still fun, but I was, you know, a little hopped up on adrenaline after the fact. So we ain't getting no context for that message. Yeah, maybe probably just, you know, leave it there. Leave it at that. All right. Unless there's something else I've forgotten, we then talk about Super Mario World and Donkey Kong Country. I won't, you know, try and make it too long, but honestly, stepping into that for the first time was magical. I'd seen all of the videos and stuff about it already, so I was kind of like, you know, my expectations were just kind of, I guess, they're already sort of set. Like, I didn't have anything like too grandiose for it, but honestly, I think the music is really what did it for me, because just listening to all of the stuff that you would hear from playing the video games was like, oh my god, they're using Pinna Park, oh my god, they're using Rico Harbor, oh my god, they're using 3D World music, oh my god. Just all of this, like, music that ordinarily, like, no person would have any context for. But just hearing it in like gift shops and in the Toad Cafe and just when you're exploring the park and on the Yoshi ride and all this stuff, for me, it was like, this is the culmination of everything. So it was fantastic. I think from top to bottom, it's amazing. And I think the biggest strength of the park is the interactive elements of it. There's a power-up band you can buy. I'm sure most people know all this by now, but you actually buy a band. It's like $40, $45, I think, for us. And there are parts around the park where you can like hit blocks and do other interactive activities, which is honestly just amazing, because it means that the park is more than just like an eye catcher, you know? There are actually things for you to do. And I think that's going to be like the next evolution of parks, is just giving you something to do besides just walk around and ooh and ah at the stuff. And I think that Harry Potter did that pretty early on because they had like the interactive wands and stuff. But, you know, for me, Mr. Born a Gamer, that's exactly what I needed, is being able to hit blocks and do little mini games. Did you meet Chris Pratt? No. Unfortunately, I did not. I had my eyes closed for nearly a whole roller coaster ride. Which roller coaster ride, JD? Let me know which one. If I want to talk about the rides, definitely the lowest on the list was the Yoshi's Adventure. It was a good ride. It was just... It is very, very simple. It is a very kiddie ride. Literally what you do is you get on a Yoshi and you're taken around, and if you see an egg, you match the color of the egg on your panel. And if you match all 3 eggs, you get the golden egg. There's no challenge to it. You just have to have vision. Sorry, blind impaired people. But like it is as simple as can be. Now, granted, all of the set pieces and everything they had in it were still fantastic. Like, let me not take away from that. But I will say there is nothing you get out of the ride besides just chill Yoshi vibes. Perfect ride for me. I mean, honestly, yes, Yellow. Petalburg, yes, sir. Petalburg, so good. Love Paper Mario music. Up. Chris Pratt was in Jurassic Park. Oh yeah, technically I did listen to Chris Pratt because I went on the Velocicoaster. We'll talk about that later, maybe. Then the name of the ride, but it was at Six Flags. I don't know. The Six Flags one might be hard for me to judge because I don't remember if Six Flags like rides typically match each other from state to state. Anyways, the next ride for me to talk about is I guess probably the Bowser Jr. Challenge. And it's not a ride. It is literally an interactive thing. You go around the park and you get 3 keys and you open up a new interactive experience where, if you guys remember those old like wall games at like the McWayne Science Center or just, I guess, whatever science center you'll have, where it's basically like it's like a projector putting something on a wall, but then you actually like moving on the projector interacts with that. I'm not even sure what those are called now that I think about it. But that's basically what the entire ride is like you meet Bowser Jr. and you have to like throw fireballs at him and knock bombs into him and stuff like that. And that was a great time. Very, very cool. And just kind of culminates into something that, you know, it kind of is thematic story for the park, which I think is also neat. It's not really needed, but it's nice. What did I think? Petalburg from Hoenn? No, not that one. The next one probably would have been... Yeah, the next one on my list is probably the Mario Kart ride, Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. It is a good ride. I think it is good. It takes some getting used to. I would actually recommend riding it twice if you do, because the instructions for it are a little bit weird. You have to look in the direction of where you want to throw your items to actually use them. And so when the first part of it, or my first time on the ride, I was kind of just looking straight forward, like looking at the people passing me. And then I just like wasn't actually changing my, you know, position of my neck, like looking in different directions. So I was just shooting my shells straight forward. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I got it. I get it now. And then finally, the Minecart Madness. Dude, like, what a good ride. Like, it's a really nice roller coaster. It's not something that's like super obnoxious. Like, it doesn't have like huge drops. It doesn't have anything that, you know, puts you off, like loops or corkscrews. It's just themed really well. There are literal moments where the track feels like you're supposed to be jumping over onto different parts of like a minecart rail, which is incredibly just cool. Honestly, the best part of the Nintendo World / Donkey Kong Country. It is a phenomenal ride. And then beyond that, there is a bunch of stuff you could also do in the Donkey Kong Country, although I won't say that there was like a ton that was really memorable. About the most that there was a bongo minigame where you were trying to wake up Rambi, and that is hard. I was not able to do it while I was there. Like, you're supposed to bongo to a rhythm, and like, I was watching other people do it. Only one other group of people in my entire 2 days of being there were able to get it. Like when I was just wandering around the park. So, but still a very fun time, regardless. And yeah, Super Nintendo World was my biggest highlight of that trip. It was unbelievable. I had so much fun. The Toad Cafe, I'll just briefly touch on. The menu items on there are pretty good. Obviously priced like regular theme park prices, but I will say the portions that you get are good enough to justify them, and there's also enough menus items on there that I would actually like want to return there multiple times to try what they have. Speaking of which, I went there twice while I was there in the park, so yeah. This guy sucks at Rhythm Heaven. Yep. All I can do is the bum. I can only do that minigame. Got a perfect on that one. So yeah, just an incredible park. Like it was the best time. Just to briefly touch on the rest of my trip, I did on Friday and Saturday go to Islands of Adventure and Universal Studios. Those two parks I have been to at least 4 or 5 times. We have Universal is our theme park of choice over Disney because it is much more affordable for us. And honestly, the stuff that we like to ride there has been more enjoyable in general. So that's why we usually choose Universal. So going back through those parks was really just me riding the rides that I really enjoy and also using our Express Pass to kind of take advantage of some of the rides with a longer wait time, like Hagrid's. Hagrid's is an amazing ride, like roller coaster, don't get me wrong, it is incredibly inventive, it has a bunch of cool set pieces and all of that. Tell me why this ride always stays at like 3 hours for wait times. I don't get it. It is a good ride in the park, but oh my god. I literally, there are no other rides at Islands of Adventure or like regular Universal that have wait times that get to be that long. I just don't get it. It is a good ride, but oh my god. We would keep like looking at our ride timers to see if it like would dip down, and like there were a few occasions where it was like less than 2 hours. It is insane. Beyond that, there's a bunch of like other favorite rides that I went to ride once more. I went to do the Spider-Man one. I went to do the Simpsons one. I went to get on the Mummy. The Mummy is like a really fun roller coaster, which since I had gone back in 2020, had actually gotten a renovation. I did not know that. Super, super cool. And then I think there was one other ride that ended up getting there's another ride that ended up getting some sort of renovation that I can't remember right now. Me and my back would be arguing at that point. I can't stand for that long. Oh yeah, no, I don't think me, my family, or the friend group I was with really stood for more than maybe an hour and 30 minutes. I don't even think we stood in a line for that long. I can't remember. Thinking off the top of my head, I can't remember a ride that took me an hour to wait in line for. There were some that we got close, but I don't remember any more than that. Beyond that, yeah, those are the rides that I just like really going back to at Universal. They're just like either nostalgic or just really simple. Don't really, you know, get me too spooked or anything like that on a roller coaster. And I mean, the Mummy is supposed to be a spooky roller coaster, but it's just really fun. It's fast. And yeah. So unless there's anything else I think about, I also want to show the merch haul, because guess what? You don't send a Nintendo fan to a Nintendo park and expect them not to spend money. So here is my show and tell. Watcha. Let me know if there are any parts that I need to zoom into, but I'll go from the bottom up here. I got 2 shirts. I didn't really want to add too many more shirts to my wardrobe because I have a lot already. But Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, I got a shirt for that, obviously. I really enjoyed the ride, so I wanted something to remember it. I got a Spider-Man shirt because I love Spider-Man. I like him a lot. And that was just like a really simple shirt that didn't look too gaudy, so wanted that one. The power-up band that I chose for the trip was, of course, my goat Luigi. Had to get and rep the guy. I have too much rep. That is not true. I have way too many t-shirts that have gaming memorabilia on them. And you know what? That's what I just like, so. Yeah, I literally can't say like anything positive about my wardrobe. It is just that I have a bunch of shirts already and I probably don't need any more. But you know what? I wanted some stuff to wear to remember by. I like the cup and the one to right. Yeah, I'll get to those. Those were actually like really nice. Really, really like them. The badge in the center was basically a way for me to keep up with my park ticket and my room key for our hotel. And like, I didn't like all the other merch that had that specific design on it, but having it on sort of like a leather little badge case was honestly probably the best choice I could have possibly made. In the top left near, I guess middle left, right above the yellow t-shirt, that is a line of pins. There are 9 total pins and they're all the cups from Mario Kart. I don't know that I needed 9 pins, but you know what? It looked cool and I really wanted it, so. And speaking of pins, above on the Spider-Man shirt, I have 8 pins. 4 of them are Super Nintendo World adjacent with the characters. The one that's kind of in the center that has the white circle also says New Super Nintendo World with the Mario characters. It's really hard to see it, I think, with how it is right now, but the one in the top left of that row is a Donkey Kong pin for the Donkey Kong Country thing. It has an emblem in the middle that spins. And then there's a Spider-Man pin just chilling because, again, I like Spider-Man. And then there's a Yoshi box that I have not opened. It is a blind box where you can get a certain selection of Yoshi-themed pins. So I actually need to do that with my friend at some point because that's what we were planning on doing, is opening them before we left. We didn't do that, so we'll have to compare what we got. And then the last 3 things I have is a Spider-Man glass. I don't have a lot of personal glasses in my collection. As you know, I basically reused the restaurant cups that I have from fast food chains. So getting something else is probably, you know, worthwhile. And then I got a Mario mug, which has a bunch of the characters and memorabilia on it. And it says Super Nintendo World in the middle, looks super nice. And then top right is a tumbler. Or at least I'm pretty sure that's the phrase for it, is a tumbler. I actually don't have one of these. I basically use a something that's the equivalent of like a Yeti mug, and then I also have a giant water bottle that was PAX. That was from PAX, and I might see how much I like this instead. We'll see. But regardless. That's basically my entire haul. I was really trying to keep myself from like buying any more than I knew that I needed. Cause there were like plushes you could buy. There were like thematic headbands you could buy. There was stuff like puzzles and, what was something else that was kind of out there that I saw? Oh, there were metal kits, like plates of metal that allowed you to like bend them and then create either statues or characters. And the Mario Park had a couple of them. One was for Peach's Castle, one was for the Toad's Cafe, and one was for Bowser's Castle. That was one of them that I was really on the fence about getting, but I ended up not doing it just because I didn't know when I would ever get to it. And again, that's something that requires more shelf space. And then the last thing that was kind of, it was cool, but I really could not justify myself getting it, was a Mario Kart trophy, but instead of like having one of the racing cups on it, it was the universal, you know, globe and logo. It looked fine, but again, it was another thing that takes up shelf space, and it was like $27. And I really, really, really do not care for that. Like, it was a little bit overpriced for how simple of a thing it was, and that was whatever. He has hundreds of mugshots, plastic cups. He's full of microplastics. Yup. That's what my generation, that's what we have owned. I have a Stanley mug type thing. It's actually really nice to have. Yeah. I was about to say, let me look that up. I don't know if it's because I grew up in Cali or what, but 27 is not too bad for merch. It's just like, it really wasn't like something that was too phenomenal for me. It was interesting, but I don't know. There are other things. Oh, wait, hold on. There was actually something I forgot to take a picture of. Shoot. Let me see if I can actually just get an image of it. How big was it? I don't know if I can really... It was, if I had to guess, it was probably 10 inches, maybe. Maybe. No, not live picture time. I'm just grabbing something from a Google search. So I'm about to switch this. Okay, I also got this figure, which is just a Mario figure that says Super Nintendo World on it. And I was like, you know what? You've made it so that way I can only buy it here. This is like a merch item that I can only get in these parks. You know what? I'm gonna just get it. And it wasn't too bad. It was 30 bucks. And it's sizable too. Like it's much larger than the trophy. And it is decent quality. I won't say it's like, you know, premium or whatever, but still pretty good. I have a Mickey Mouse mug and a couple of Nintendo shirts, Tom and Jerry shirt, it's a bit small. I have a Garfield mood shirt. Yo, Garfield in his mood? I keep seeing Rekka go in and offline on Uma Musume. But yeah, I think that's the only other thing I'm forgetting that I had bought. That was just really cool, because again, seeing something that was sort of exclusive to the parks was nice. I'll check my list here really quick, because I did have a list of stuff that I was putting down that I might buy in there. Oh, okay, so... I should be wrapping it up here. I don't want to be yapping for too much longer. It's been 40 minutes. But again, I had a lot to do. It was like 5 days worth of vacation and stuff like that. So one of the other things that was there was a... either Super Mushroom or a 1-Up that you could buy, and it was one of those refillable drinks. And what it is that you buy it once and your first refill's free, and then I think the rest of the day that like the refills are really, really cheap, like $1 maybe, or something like that. But dude, you end up getting, should have just gone to Just Chatting to start. Yeah, probably, but Just Chatting's a huge, is a huge like category anyways. I would have gotten lost in it. It's whatever. It's not honestly that large, so I would have to expect to like refill the drink multiple times, which would just mean more and more money, which ugh. I wasn't really enthused about that, and it's not something that is refillable multiple days in the park. If you buy it, the next day you have to purchase another refillable thing where you get to refill it again at a discounted price. I could not justify that. I knew I was going to be drinking water most of the day just because that's good for you and it's cheap. So like I was not about to like waste $100 collectively on a drink that one probably would not get reused after the fact. You know, I'd bring it home with me, but I don't expect to be using it for any other occasions, stuff like that. So it was just it was a money pit that I saw red flags in, and I was like, no, you know what? As much as it would be cool to have this as a collectible, I'm good. And then Was it a large cup? No. Let me see if I can grab an image of that too. Oh yeah. Apollo Justice, baby. Did you ride the Transformers ride? Of course I did. The Transformers ride was very good. And then, speaking of which, I went on that ride. We just got straight to the front of the line. Like, we must have hit it at a time where maybe that was like temporarily closed or whatever. But when we got there, there was literally nobody else there. We got on it within like 2 minutes. And then, you know, of course, the ride's like 2 or 3 minutes long, so we were just done pretty quickly. Okay, so this is how the cup looks like. And so it's something that, like, if you put both hands on, like, it's not going to wrap all the way around the mushroom. So it's decently large. But the thing is that there are other refillable cups that I know are larger at it. So even then, that's not probably, like, the best cost-effective use. And I mean, it's just like, again, when am I ever going to use this again? No. It was just one of those things where I could have gotten it, but in hindsight, I knew it was going to be spending a lot of money just using it, so I decided not to. It looks annoying to clean? Yes, it probably would have been. I did not consider that fact, so you know what? I am justified. Last thing. At Donkey Kong Country, I tried my hardest to find something that, like, merch-wise that I wanted. I couldn't. Like, I enjoy DK. He's not my favorite Nintendo franchise. I didn't grow up with Donkey Kong Country, like, playing it on this SNES. And, like, my entry into, like, him as a character was mostly through Smash Brothers. And then, like, his first game that I played or the first of his games that I played was Donkey Kong Country Returns, which is a fantastic game. The problem is that every single shirt that they had was almost in a kid size, or youth rather. I guess that makes more sense. Was a youth size, and when I got to the adult shirts, they just had like a couple, and they weren't good at all. I was baffled by how much youth stuff that they had that was legitimately stuff that I would have bought probably like 2 or 3 things of. They had a jacket that was awesome, but guess what? It was only for freaking little Timmy. So I wasn't able to get it. And they had another jacket, but it didn't look near as good. The zipper had like a banana on it, which was like, I don't really care for a banana on the zipper. And it had like a weird like decal thing on the back that I didn't care for. Like, the design of it wasn't cool, so I don't know. There was also a couple different items. I could have got like a giant Donkey Kong head that it was like a hat that you can wear. I could have gotten some stickers. There's like almost a metal plate that has Donkey Kong's name written on it. And then one thing that my friend did get that I was on the fence about was a Donkey Kong banana fanny pack. And it was kind of neat. The problem is I've never worn a fanny pack in my life, and I don't know that I will ever like expect to, because I'm too used to cargo pockets. So if I have something like that I'm going to be keeping with me, it's usually just in a cargo pocket. So I don't know, but it was a banana shaped yeah, it was a banana shaped fanny pack, and it had Donkey Kong's face on it. It was kind of cool. And they had some other stuff there. Some like just little knickknacks, like a cooling towel and like a regular beach towel. It's just, I couldn't, especially because those were also pricey. I just couldn't find any reason to do it. So I just inevitably was like, you know what? I'm just going to cut myself off. I'm not going to waste like 5 hours here just looking around for something that doesn't exist. Anyways, I want to say that is the most of my Universal trip. The drive down there and up was fine. The only bad thing was that we woke up at like 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. respectively to actually do the travel. So traffic wasn't an issue. Being awake was the issue. But beyond all the rest of that, like, again, fantastic time. And, like, the only other thing that I really haven't talked about is the Toad Cafe, but I feel like I should stop yapping now and actually play the video game that I am supposed to be playing here. But if y'all have any other questions, please let me know. Like if I did anything else, or if there was like food stuff there that we did. But yeah, very, very good trip. Was extremely needed. I had not had like a proper vacation in a very long time. I had like a couple days off for either being sick or just a couple of other like things that I did. But I think the last time that I had a vacation was like back in March. Nope, I don't need the lobby ID. Weather was good. No rain, so we didn't get rained out or anything like that. The worst that it was really the heat. So on the first day we were there, which was Wednesday, it was super cold. Like in the morning it was 30 degrees, and then... Oh, she's singing. Let me sit. So the weather was fine. The first day, it was like super, super cold, but then started like warming up to about, I think, 60 or 70. So I wore my overcoat, or I guess it's basically a trench coat from PAX. That was really nice. So, and then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, it was just like completely warm. So I want to say like you were hitting like 80s on... I want to say we were hitting 80s on Friday and Saturday. But of course at that point, like I was just in a t-shirt and shorts, so... 70 is a little chilly, not for this guy. 70 is like warm for me. I'm biting into a Twix bar I got over here. $80 is warm for you? Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'd be sweating at 80, but I definitely would still be pretty warm. Just had another Klondike bar? Yo. Wait, is it, JD, is this that one that you said was peanut butter flavored? I can't remember. I think that was, you said that in Aisha stream, I feel like. Yeah, it was. Let's go. Love peanut butter stuff. Stay hydrated, folks. Very good. Peanut butter ice cream and kind of good shell. Oh, that sounds so good. I can't be too jealous. The last day of my trip, I did end up going to a ice cream shop and got a peanut butter caramel cookie dough shake, and that was delicious. Like, I don't know, some people, there's probably somebody out there who says like that ice cream mixture like that's doing too much. No, it was beautiful. Very, very good. Oh, whoops, I took a photo. Peanut butter caramel cookie dough. Yeah, it was so good. No, it's not. Are you a hater? All right, yeah, I need the two tunas. Dude, it was so good. And it was nice because the place I visited was like half as cheap as a restaurant that was near the parks called the Chocolate Emporium. It's really good, but man, it's a lot, and the amount of ice cream slash shake that you get is probably worth it. Still a little much for me though. Not wanting to spend $18 on a single ice cream thing. It's not too much. I don't care what anyone says. I mean, again, it was good. Like, I don't think that there was anything about it that like clashed or anything. It was all pretty all right. Enjoyed what I tasted of it. All right, I don't think I'm gonna have any other reason to do this Uthduna down here anytime soon, so I might just work through this quest. Yeah, I was also pretty reserved with buying anything else, yeah, including food. While I was there, a lot of the times we just ate snacks that we brought into the parks, and yeah, so I didn't have like any churros, I didn't have any salted pretzels. I didn't buy any other drinks. Again, most of what I had was water while I was there. And like my parents were giving me a really hard time for it. They're like, "You're supposed to be enjoying yourself," and it's like, yeah, I'm enjoying myself by not spending like $50 on food. Give me 1 second, fellas. I had to blow my nose and get rid of some gunk. Still nasty, unfortunately, because of my sickness. And the thing is I'm not even sure if I got sick from somebody else or if it was that, like, my sinuses just decided to act up. But today, on Monday, I ended up planning to be off of work because I had just... that was literally a vacation day. It was literally to rest, make sure I was all good from my, from the trip back. But, I might actually still be out tomorrow, though, because I am not 100%. My sinus decides to act up a lot. Honestly, if there's anything that I get sick with, it usually is something sinus related. Oh. Oh. Ah, stupid wave. Yeah, I knew you were gonna do that, nerd. I'm gonna say, I really need you to get KO'd right now. Thank you. But, like, we didn't do too much other exploration of Florida. The place that we stayed in was, like, really close to the parks and stuff like that. And they had a transit that was pretty much prepared for us through, like, the shuttles they got. So traveling to and from the parks was very, very convenient. Bro, just sit down. Oh, that was an offset. That's an offset. Oh, he's doing the spin. Ah, he still caught me, dude. It was right at the edge. No, stop being mad. Ah, I wanted to see if I could offset that. Ooh, I was about to say, that might actually kill me. Because I was up against this wall. Yeah, I am trapped. Okay, here we go. No, I missed. Mama, what are you talking about? Is there something? No? Oh, there's this stuff, I guess. No, these are all carcasses. It's like the only other thing that I was kind of curious about doing while I was there, but I just didn't know that we would really have time for it, is they do have a theater that's pretty convenient in the like main stretch called City Walk. And the new Predator movie has been in theaters, and I've heard really good things about it. So I was wondering if like that would be something I could catch while I'm there, but that just wasn't in the cards, and it's probably in my best interest that I didn't do that. Just because, again, most of the time I should be, you know, there should be spent in the parks, since that's what we spent all the money on. Might want to switch the sword and shield here. Nah. There we go. There we go. Get down, idiot. Oh, I messed up my combo there a little bit. There we go. Oh. Was there a sneak attack? Huh? Why did I have the option for a sneak attack? Is it because of the Pyragils that were there? Go ahead, Neo. No. Is he gonna get caught in that? No, it doesn't look like it. Really janky sometimes? Yeah, I mean, I have to imagine it's just because, like, he was focused on Pyragils there for, like, a little bit. Hypergratian somehow got paralyzed. I keep forgetting about the wave after. I was about to say, I don't think that's gonna work, but might as well try. Ah, I was about to say if I had that flash bug there and ready, I could have done that. No, I got it for next time. Oh, wrong one. Get him out of here. Alright. Okay. I remember this time. Oh. For some reason, it looked like he was like gonna roar. What? I didn't let go of the guard that time. He's cheating. Ah, wasn't able to make it down to the bin fast enough. I gotta do the jump, yeah. Oh, okay, the wave didn't reach me. Where's the wind? Oh, it's almost like I'm gonna pose. Hold on. No. Frick me, dude. Ugh. I might still be able to get him this way. Okay. I shouldn't have to do that for Rathian, but I was like, I don't want to have to chase him all the way back to his camp. All the way at the top. Oh, there are 2 timbered rats here? Okay. Yeah, the girl's just chilling. They're just chatting up about drama. Hello! Ah, that's the wrong way. I should probably actually switch the hammer for this first part of the fight. Oh, okay. Well, thank you for taking that other Rathian. I'll use a flying pod. So, switch. There we go. Nah. Uppercut her on the first fireball. This didn't really help. Nope. I thought that would have caught the wing. Also, it does look like we are going to have ads start here in a minute. Hopefully that won't be too long for y'all. I appreciate y'all's patience nonetheless. Oh, get me out of there. Nope. No, you're gonna want to run, so why don't you come over here? Yep. No, that is not what I want. Okay, that wasn't an offset, but you know, it still worked out pretty okay. There we go. Now. Now. 85 start. I'm taking a little bit too many hits there. Nice. You love sharpness? I knew you were gonna comment about it, but it's fine. See how much damage I'm doing? Big bang attack! 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 See, if I was sharpening, I wouldn't have been able to get that offset. See? Offense. Offense. Big bumpers are bigger when sharp. It's not as important for hammer, I would say. Because hammer's already a blunt weapon. Oh man, only one hit. Yeah, do your flip. Sure, y'all want to fight? Go ahead. Okay, never mind. Well, I just took the time to scream at the frickin' spider. And that's it. Yeah, it's fine. There we go. Go. I saw a wound. Ah, wasn't quite close enough. So get the hidden. I always take the time to scream at spiders. Okay, but I don't think Wrath is doing it out of fear. That was literally like the one bonk is all it took. I don't think Wrath is doing it out of fear. Wrath is doing it out of I am intimidating. Ooh. Yes, sir. That's what the Rathian Master's all about, getting them Rathian rubies. I don't even know how many that makes. Some decent stuff. Hunter symbol 3s and 1s. Okay, okay. All level 3 gems. Nothing phenomenal. Crit stack could be good. Oh, I did not have a single one of those before. So yes, that is good for me. I'll take that. 20 minutes for that quest? That honestly isn't too bad for doing it solo. I have one new message for what? Oh. Whoops. Okay, yeah, Tashin still doesn't want to give me anything. We got our 9-star Tempered Ooth, Duna. Let me double check. I don't think I need to fight the Arc Tempered Ooth Duna, but if I do... Where is it? Yeah, I have more than enough certificates, so we should be fine. Unless I literally wanted the one extra certificate, so that way I could make each one's of like types of the armor, but I don't figure I will be doing that. Why do I not remember this quest? Songbird sketch? I don't remember this at all. Is that supposed to be a new one? That's for a bunch of ingredients. Get some unique equipment. I think it's just the ancient weapon fragments. Armor spheres. Hunter rank. Quick question. Do I have a 9-star Utuna that's just a regular 9-star? It does not look like it. May delete that one if I need to make space later.
See you again, Hunter.
I think that Utuna needs to be there, yeah. Just begin a field survey. I haven't fought very many of these guys solo with 9-star, so I am curious enough to see how I do. I should be able to do the same thing as before, just start with hammer, get my initial KO and para in, and then after that should just be able to wrap things up from there. At the top of the map. Looks like it. I also do need to be fighting these guys more anyways, because I don't think I have a single crown for Utuna, do I? I'm blind. Where is he? Oh, I have super small crown. I do not have large crown. Okay. No, you do not see me. From green to blue, sharpness is a 15% raw damage increase, larger than most of the other gaps. I'll definitely have to keep that in mind then. Like, I know I'm kind of being, like, mostly funny about it, but, like, you are totally right that I should be doing... I should be getting my weapon sharpened. I'm just, like, so in the thick of it, usually. Ah, I was hoping that that would work. Your advice does not fall on deaf ears. I just promise that I am locked in. What a funny man. I'm a funny man. Oh god. And I'm about to be a dead man if I don't dodge this. You doing it in a second? Okay. I slowed down there. Oh, you're doing this. Okay. Which way are you going? Probably gonna get KO'd right here. No? Okay. Get a couple hits on. There we go. Okay. Still good all the same. That's angry. You don't say. Oh, I didn't actually get the full offset from that. Okay, that's a little scary. Let me heal up. That's gonna be a jump. I gotta dodge this one. There we go. Oh, that's weird. Oh. I was hoping you'd keep your noggin there. Oh, you're doing it again? I'm afraid I'm probably not going to be able to do anything with that one. Come on, man. He hooked onto the wedge beetle. He took Vinny into the wave. Oh, he's doing the thing again. I wasn't ready. Ugh. Nice. Hey, shut up. Alright. Eat this. Ooh, my meal is about to run out. I might actually have to cook one while I'm here. Are these slash bugs? I think they are. Yes, they are. Definitely go ahead and take those. I think he's sitting in front of that waterfall like usual. This guy defies gravity to slow-mo jump is insane. He's pretty good at what he does, for real, for real. Dude. Oh man. I wanted to hit you in the noggin before using this, but you're forcing my hand. Alright, I should be getting a pair right here sometime soon. Ow. I was just barely able to get that out. Okay. Well, I think evade extender at least let me dodge that first hit. Do it again. Reduced effect does not matter. I need this man to be down. There we go. Go up. That was not what I wanted. I'm not dodging like that like I think I might. I guess I need to dodge out instead of away. There we go. I was owed that eventually. It's like just past his lip. There we go. Okay, random Eastern honey. I mean, I'll take it. Alrighty. Should be good. Yeah. Bro's all hungry. Oop. I got hit. No way. Thank you, Firestar. Double thank you, Firestar. Taking care of me. Bro, that's the slow version of the move and I can't get away from it. I'm so bad. Help me. I'm busy charging up my attacks. There we go. I was waiting on that para. A little quick to the KO too, but you know what? We'll take that. Especially since I'm about to switch to sword shield here. Oh, I actually still got the animation for it. Awesome. Oh, no effect. Okay, that's unfortunate. His eyes adjusted. Excuse me. And Rise, did I choose the Palamute or the Palico? Definitely the Palamute. No, I should be fine. I can guard this, yeah. Yeah, I definitely chose the Palamute just to get around places faster. The Palico was still useful, like, don't get me wrong. Now. Nothing. Surely I'm not in the way of that. No. I can't tell what's going on. Same. Yeah, I mean, like, the Palico was still, like, useful. The problem is that, like, you pretty much, for navigation, just had to go to different camp. I was not paying attention. I did not know he was doing the big flip. He was doing the mustard flip. Ripperoni. Not a deathless run. It might be worth me using a trap to, like, limit him. Dude, I need you to pick up the thing that I'm pointing at, please. Step them. Oh, I hear Arkfeld. Yeah. I'm gonna just let y'all play here really quick. Maybe a hot take, but I am waiting for said hot take. We're gonna get Biden blasted. Nice. cats equals dogs? Like in general, like as pets? Like you don't favor one or the other? Chill dogs to be specific. Ow! Arkveld, I'm really trying to like capture this guy here. Can you like give him just a second? Thank you. Bro, leave me alone. You are impeding on my means of getting this. Also, wow, he is actually attacking me here. Normally after a quest, like, the monsters just, like, tend to leave you alone. But, like, Arkveld just said, no, I choose violence. That's crazy. Oh, wait, I forgot. I'm in the middle of, like, the investigation thing. Oh, that's probably why. Let me just look at my, charms really quick. That one doesn't seem like terrible for... $13 okay. Part of that was because of the, Bro, leave me alone! Goodbye! Yeah, I was thinking that too. I saw chill dogs and I had to reread that just to make sure it wasn't chili dogs. Hybrid dogs are too much for me. Same thing as for cats. Yeah, cats can also be, like, I would say typically they're pretty mellow, but I have definitely come across many a cat that are just like freakazoids that just go crazy whenever anything happens. Yeah, chili dogs. Caramel islands and cheese, get some fries on the side, and you have yourself a masterpiece. I personally could do without the onions, but easy what it is. I'm a simple man. And a picky man. Chili dog specifically, yeah. I'm sorry, I'm lame. It's okay. Please do not take it as, like, one way or the other. Cats equal chili dogs? Exactly. I love caramelized onions. I think they're good. I just don't think they go on everything.
I can help you source materials.
Nope.
I was asked to give this to you, Hunter.
Thank you. Okay. Is there anything else I really want to do? Because, like, I could play Monster Hunter for literally the rest of the night and, like, just do stuff like Savage Attempts or whatever, but I don't... I really don't need to. I probably need to keep myself, from stressing again my voice and just do literally anything. I also don't know if I'm gonna go into work tomorrow, depending on how sick I still feel. Hopefully I mean, I'm not looking forward to going back to work, right? But I also don't want stuff to pile up, and I know that my team has got a lot that they've been working on, so I want to leave them without these hands to help. Is there like a monster that I kind of wanted to fight? Really, it was like just Omega, I think. Like on hot dogs, burgers, and burritos. I think caramelized onions I usually will have on burgers, but I don't usually have them on much else, I don't think. I do need to actually go through this entire list and just make every single sword and shield. Because I am almost certain that I have enough for every single one of these. It is just a matter of me being... me just being neglectful. Haven't had them too much, but I'd be open and fine on all of the above. On tacos? I mean, it makes sense that you put them on burritos and tacos, since most of the time that's just, like, ground beef, too. Burritos, tacos would come with sour cream, green sauce, red sauce, caramelized onions, and lime, and it's so good. That does sound good. Again, I'm a huge hater. Don't care for sour cream. Okay, I've had this on my thing for a while, for my crafting list. Let me just go ahead and make this.
Alright.
Yeah, anything with lime, I'm like, that sounds delicious. Did the green sauce is spicier than red sauce? Yes, typically I think green sauce is supposed to be spicier. I can't remember what specific... Because I think they use a specific pepper usually for green sauce. I don't think it's a habanero, though. That doesn't sound right. My brain no work. My brain no work. Usually that shouldn't be the case. Oh, are we talking about in the sense that green sauce is not spicier than red? I want to say most of the places I've gone to, I feel like that's the case. Tomatillo, which isn't super spicy. What am I thinking of? Maybe I am thinking of like a habanero green sauce that's not specifically at restaurants. I don't know. God, using a freaking Jindahad gem for the Blangonga tree. Buch. I realized if I did do all that grinding stuff, man, the hunter symbols would be the death of me. Because, yeah, look at how many hunter symbol 3s I have. 102, and then hunter symbol 2's 29. It's not a concrete rule or anything. Yeah, but I feel like if you go to, like, a restaurant and typically you get a green sauce, at that point you would expect it, right? Also, have I really not created the Sergio Sword and Shield yet? Okay, that's a sin. Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Alright.
Can I proceed?
Does require the center, but
Watch this.
Lend me a hand.
I must go back to the past.
Here.
Got it.
Elbows.
Elbows.
Good.
Alright.
How do I feel about rice and or beans in a burrito? Rice, totally cool with. Beans, not a fan of beans. I'm telling you. Like, you ask me about something, I'll be like, no, I'm good. I'm really bad. Yeah, no, I love rice. I love rice. Rice can be in just about anything, and I'll be super down to eat it. All beans? Most beans, yeah. Like, I don't even think you can count green beans, right? Because they aren't like the same... They aren't even going to be like the same food group. That's just what they're called. Like, I eat green beans completely fine, but like, if we're talking like Bush's baked beans, I'm just kind of whatever on it. I think it's the consistency of them. I really don't like that they just become mush.
Should I begin?
Watch.
Let me also go ahead and create this. I don't know if and whenever I'm going to use it, but
All right.
this is tied to the event quest.
Can I proceed?
Okay, you know what? Against my better judgment, I am going to do the Congalala event quest to see what that songbird ticket is all about. And I am also going to specifically use Hunting Horn to get the practice. If they're not decided that again, then it comes much kind of. I think it's like, I think the fact that it is for potatoes is like it's smooth. Right? It usually does. It like dissolves pretty easily in your mouth. Like it's a pretty, there's a very good word for it that is escaping my mind, just like most things do. Kind of that melt in your mouth consistency. Beans don't do that. Yeah, I don't think I've ever been a fan of beans, and like my parents have tried to get me to eat like baked beans and stuff like that for our meals because, you know, we live in the South, so there are a lot of bean dishes, and I'm usually just like, yeah, no, I'm actually good at that. All right, let's give this a try.
Yeah.
Yeah. What actually is that does not like beans? I mean, like I can eat beans, right? But if the little guy in the back of my head is gonna say like you do or you don't eat that, more often than not he's gonna say like, nah, you don't eat that. I mean, it's the same thing with like salad. Like, dude, I hate salad. I do not like salad at all. But you know, if that's the only thing I really have to eat, I'll eat it. I will just be very begrudgingly chewing on the lettuce.
Do you have any requests?
That being said, I also have not been super exploratory with salads. I've heard from a lot of people, like, if you haven't had, like, a bunch of different kinds, like, salads with kale and stuff like that, you really should go out of your way to do stuff like that, too. Because they typically have, like, more distinct flavors that are not necessarily delicious, but at least give you something more than just, like, a leafy green. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really care enough to find out. Okay, I was about to say, yeah, I know Jadindahad should have one. Ailments and blights negated. You know what? That is actually not too bad. It's weird. What's weird? The bean jab out of barbecue? Or me being weird, because I mean that is facts.
Watch this.
I'm an anomaly. That's not much, but I like salads and lettuce and burgers or wraps. Well, see, the thing is because it like complements something else, right? It is not the. Oh my god, I need fuchsia more. Oh, never mind. All right, we'll just upgrade the cute tree, I guess. Sure. I got the first one for free from. Oh my god.
Watch this.
I got that first one from free from the provisions.
Watch this.
We will equip that over the second one. All right. I was actually lost there for a second. I'm like, where am I? Oh, no, I actually did not mean to depart. Oh, well. I need to eat. Okay, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna, like, expect to die or anything. It's just strictly for the fact that I get a couple extra boosted stats, that's all. Actually... No, yeah, because it's not spawning me at the actual camp. Or the hub, rather. That'll do. Alright, all the three of these fellas are in the same place. Start doing complete systems without breaking. No, that's not a problem. I mean, people give me flack all the time for not consistently reading chat. So for the most part, that was a situation where I just so happened to be keeping tabs on what everything was said. I don't even think, do dumb pods work on these guys? I would assume yes, but I have no idea. That's its effective. No. Oh wait. Oh wait. Nah. Yo, Tony, what's going on? Welcome on in. Hopefully you good. God, he lifted himself up, so he barely missed that. That is the ghillie suit. Okay, hilariously though, that did allow me to do this. Bob over here. Me looking got some work to do. Yo, no, I appreciate it, man. Hopefully work is going good. Wow. Oh, I didn't know if I actually needed stuff. Thank you for that. No, my resounding melody. How's hunting horn? Been good. I've been very slowly but surely getting back into the swing of things with it. I'm just doing this quest because it's got a reward that I do not recognize. Also, I'm lucky this Kongala didn't run to the others. Although it looks like one of them may be coming this way. I don't know. Okay, why in the world did you go all the way over there? No, come on. I'm running away. I'm too slow. I don't think I'm gonna get that wound. No. Ah. There we go. I guess what I need to do is after getting like 2 or 3 good paras, I might want to switch over to the fire hunting horn. Just for a little bit more like elemental damage. Bonk. Yeah. Oh. I mean, yeah, whatever. Okay, cancel that. Alright, let's switch on over. There we go. That wasn't too awful bad. All these nice buffs. Let's switch on over. Bonk. Sure, why not? Give me a wind pressure. Oh my god, come on. Let's add that right there. Nice. Oh my god. Yeah, no, you got me. I was locked in. No, die, parent. You did this to me. No, don't laugh at me. Silence. Let's switch on over to a different horn. Oh, that actually destroyed the moon. That's a little unfortunate. Bro, come on. This freaking guy also didn't want to get in the shock trap that my cat laid down. You shall pay for your inheritance. But first, I will play you a little ditty. Okay, annoying quest, but it is what it is. I return with soup, yo, new soup! Well, I have defeated the 3 Conga-Lalas, and I will figure out what my reward is going to be. Oh boy, I got a new hunter title? No way. Oh, it actually might have been because I fought 3 Conga-Lalas in a row. Might have filled out my list. Okay, what is this for? Is it for a weapon? I might actually have to look this up. Yo, what delicious soup do you have to share? Monster Hunter Wilds. Event quests. Feline Himstringian. Oh, it is Palico equipment. Okay. Oh, you get to be these little guys. I mean, that's kind of cute. I might do this again, but probably want, like, after the bounties reroll. I don't know if I'm going to worry about doing it again tonight. I think I probably should stop there. What is that? That's like the bird guys that hang out in the forest. That's from the quest I just did. Okay, I forgot where it was on the menu. Yeah, so those like bird guys that hang out in the forest, you can find them pretty easily. I guess this is just like a plush suit the Palico wears. Doesn't look particularly like any better than some of the other armor here, but you know. Speaking of which, holy cow, I did not know that the frickin' Morble of all monsters, or of all things, actually had like decent defense. Oh, the diving tick was also for some feline stuff. I should have known. Oh well. I do not know the bird guys. I can try and find them really quick. Mirikirikiraka is a thing to say. Because I think they're also in the Wildspire. Not Wildspire. God. In the Forbidden Lands. The desert area. What? Yeah, the freaking Windward Plains. Ugh. And it also, it doesn't help that both of them start with W. Also, it does look like ads will be starting here in about 30 sec. So please forgive. Yeah, there's a place pretty early on here where I think that you can like find them. I miss the Wildspire. Yeah, Wildspire was really nice. I think that's one of them. Can I actually get the one that capture that from there? I don't think so.
I'll put any materials I find into your field pouch.
Thanks. Rathian, do not mind me. Just getting a bunch of endemic life. Never noticed the bird guys. Yeah, I mean, like, I think about the one time you'll really notice them. Oh, have I not caught these guys before? I guess not. I swore I have, though. About the only time I think you really would notice them is in, like, the original story when they go and, like, they explain a little bit about the endemic life. Oh, well, I got one of them. There we go. Now I'm stuck doing this because I'm like, well, I already started off going after these things here, so that's the island greeting that we send to you. I listened to that song once today and now it's stuck in my head. Ugh. I mean, not ugh, because it's I think it's bad or anything, but this is not the song to have I expected in my head. Oh yeah, I think one of their nests is up there. Get some of these crab guys. There we go. Rathian still being angry. Ooh, free meals are available. I would like free meals. If they don't give us a room we can decorate with wildlife in the DLC I'm writing. Yeah, they need that, and they need cats to actually cook food. I do not need them door dashing. It is an insult. I want to go talk to Bounty Cat just to grab whatever this was. Probably nothing more than like potions or something. Trank bombs and armor spheres. Okay, you know what? I mean, all things considered, wyvern coins and stuff like that. That's a little bit more useful than I was expecting. Should be less harsh. Cooking food is better than eating food? Imagine Cat Dash, DoorDash for cats. I'm sure you would definitely be able to, like, have that take off on Instagram or something. Sounds like a trend in the making. I don't know, I'm such a fan of eating food, though. It's just so nice when I can just like order the food and then it gets to me. I'm like, yummers, and I just eat. I don't have to worry about any prep or anything like that. Oh, the wyvern coins on the waterfall, that's fine. I probably also don't have but like one thing to get from the bird because I've only done 3 quests, I think. Yeah. Oh, well, that was a little bit more than I was expecting. He would order so many cats. Oh, so we're actually talking about as a not a DoorDash for cat related accessories and food. No, we're talking about literal cats. Okay, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, if you literally just had like a rental service where you just rented cats or whatever, that would definitely be interesting. Yeah, exactly. Order food for cats. Yeah, that and like toys and stuff. I mean, they in all intents and purposes, they have those like pet crates that get delivered weekly or monthly that just has like random crap inside for your furry friend. And I mean your pet, not, you know, a friend who's a furry. Sorry, had to be specific. All right. You can DoorDash normal things? Yeah, I mean, like, what is it? DoorDash and Uber nowadays, you can actually just have them do grocery shopping and stuff like that for you if you want. But most of the grocery stores also have that as, like, their own option. So, whatever. It is what it is. I think I am going to go ahead and wrap up. I was busy yapping and busy doing other stuff, but honestly, still had a lot of fun tonight. I probably just do need to wrap things up early so that way I can intend on getting some good rest tonight and trying to hopefully get over this little sickness that I have. Take care, fellas. Let me see if somebody else is streaming. I don't think so. I don't remember seeing it before I went live. Use Instacart for that? Yeah, Instacart I know is pretty popular. No moot. Streaming RN. But once again, I do appreciate guys coming by, chatting with me, and your support in general. As for a special thank you, I do want to thank Dan for the tier 3 month. Reading in a weird order here. Resubscribe for 9 months in a row at tier 3, and then been subscribed for 63 months. Glad you enjoyed Nintendo World. Hope you get over your sickness ASAP. Yeah, me too. Just rocking it out right now, so appreciate it. Don't let work kick your butt. We will see about that. Work is Work has definitely been ramping up. So, regardless, I do appreciate you all. Thank you, JD and Icy, for coming by. Thank you, Dan, once again for coming by. Thank you to Harry, Mr. Spraint the Lord, for coming by. Thank you to Rekka for coming by. Thank you to Yellow for coming by. Thank you to Empress for coming by. I'm trying to think, was there one more person? Oh, Inky came by earlier today. Thank you, Inky. Oh, I'm getting. No, the cat. No. But take care, fellas. I will go ahead and take my leave. Oof, you got sick at Nintendo World. No, okay. So it was a Sunday. All right, just really quick. On Sunday was the day we were coming back, right? So we were leaving. All of the trip was technically over. We're just heading home. Sunday is when I started feeling sick. So the entire time I was at Universal, I was fine. But yes, that Sunday is when I started feeling bad, and then today I'm trying to get over it. So hopefully I can go back to work tomorrow. But I might not, depending on how I feel. So, guys, please take it easy. Hopefully you have a good rest of your day. If I did forget to thank you, I do very much apologize. Hopefully you still enjoyed the stream. If you're looking, if you enjoyed the lurk, everybody, 7 fan hats in our day, we may be. I'll back stream on Wednesday, tentatively streaming more Bioshock since we still have to finish that. Tony, I don't know if I thanked you earlier as a part of the other folks, so I do appreciate you coming by, buddy. Viral load was building while you were there. You only felt sick after. I don't know. No idea. But anyways, take care, fellas. I hope to see y'all next time, whether it be in another person's stream or back here. Regardless, love y'all. Take care of yourselves. Until next time. See ya.